was encouraged to attend. Now, though he gave a very moving montage of the events and a little bit of a heartfelt thoughts on it, it sort of spiraled out of control. He and I had a very one-on-one, I wouldn't even call it debated, sort of spiraled into a verbal fight. And I know that's a terrible word to use, but that's what happened. The whole debate started over him saying that people have forgotten what 9/11 meant. Now, it turned out that provoked some questions, so I asked him, what do you mean? I spent a year overseas trying to help Muslims, Arabs, whatever category you want to help these people put their country back together while fighting the radicals at the same time. And then even fighting people in my own sphere of social structure. Okay? That's the context we put it into. He then said, well, you know, in case of 9/11, I think we forgot. In his words, I think we've forgotten it because we haven't done enough. I again question, what do you mean we haven't done enough? Now, this is the point where it really was a turning point for me, and I realized this guy is effing nuts for lack of better terms. He suggests that we annihilate Arabs. And I'm not saying that those are his specific words. At that point, I lost him. I lost him. I said that is one of the most disrespectful, most hateful things I've ever heard come from somebody that's supposed to be a professor. Now, I asked him straight up, okay, tough guy, if you want to annihilate somebody, okay, are you going to lead the fight? I already said, I completely disagreed with him. But are you, in this specific question I asked, are you willing to take a firearm and put a bullet in a human being's head? It's shocking. He didn't want to give me an answer. I asked him again, at least 3 times. Now, there's actually several people that were sitting in the room. Everybody else was quiet. I even held up a class that was supposed to come in there and I guess do some kind of lab with him. The worst part, then he started to spiral even further downwards. He says, well, started blabbing on, and I said, well, okay, what gives you the right to call on somebody to oppress an entire people? Defend your logic. What do you have? I mean, number one, if we're talking about sending me and my comrades overseas to go fight a war that you want, for what reason should I pick up my arms in your name and go defend against what? I lost people in the Holocaust. I'm dead serious. He used the Holocaust. Yes, I'm very serious. Just like in the newspaper, he's called students protesting an anti-Semite. Anybody read that article yet? Yeah. Now, though I was part of an institution that sadly has done that in the past, but what? If you're not even willing to do it yourself, why are you asking somebody else or expecting somebody else to do it? You're not willing to fight. You never have fought. You don't know what war looks like. You don't know the kind of horrors and things that it can produce. So why would you provoke that kind of thing here in the classroom on campus? Why would you try to provoke that kind of hatred? To me, this this movement here is not, it's not just a moot point. It's become personal. When he used the Holocaust, you lost relatives during World War II. I'm Filipino. I lost relatives to the Japanese. Is that any excuse for me to go around hating anybody that's Japanese? No. Thank you. Thank you for the answer. You can't provide any reason why you're even doing it. Well then, when it comes to objectivity, how am I to take you credibly as a professor, as an educator? That is, to me, is what is at question. His right to speech, that's fine, it's great. You have a right to do all you want, but then there comes a point where it becomes an abuse.
Your rights end where others begin. I learned that from a political science teacher that I had in another school before I came here. And that was her famous saying, your rights end where others begin.
Thank you. All discussion of race and all that kind of stuff, well, think about that every time you take a class, objectivity. There are racist people all around the world. Yes, there are challenges in political science and all that kind of great stuff. But then there is a line. If you cross that line, will you be prepared to defend yourself, or you're just going to let people roll all over you? So that's what I have to say. Thank you.